What's happening, homies? This is Lance Excalibur.
And I'm Lyndon, aka Buzzkill.
And we just saw the Batman Superman movie, Batman vs Superman movie, and I gotta be honest,
It's not at all what I was expecting.
It's
not what I thought it would be.
And you know what? And that's the main thing. It's not even the fact that I can say I like it, I don't like it. I just don't know. It didn't.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly where I'm at right now. I don't know how I feel about this movie.
And I feel like if I watched more of it, I feel like I would like it less. So I'm kind of scared to go watch it again.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have to go watch it again. I honestly, I have to figure out where I stand with this movie. Like, where does it resonate with me? Because right now, I'm feeling some type of way.
I'm feeling some type of way too. I'm feeling some type of way like that. Okay.
Overall, I can tell you, I was glad that the movie it didn't play out the way I expected it to play out. First and foremost, because with the trailers, we all felt that the trailers showed entirely too much of the movie. But even with all the footage that we saw, it still was not the movie we thought it was going to be. Now, for better or for worse, that depends on your expectation of what you were looking for out the movie.
I feel like it was what we thought it was going to be, just drawn out.
Nah. See, the movie didn't feel drawn out to me. It just feels like they didn't flesh out enough for me.
Okay, all right. Let's go into it. All right, first off, the characters. Now, I can honestly say that the characters, the actors themselves, everyone, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, everyone,
I have zero
they
complaints.
they know how to
knocked it out the park.
Exactly. You can tell Ben Affleck was in his studio nonstop, going looking in the mirror, trying to learn how to play Bruce Wayne. You can tell. Bruce Wayne, he mastered. Yeah, Bruce Wayne.
He is Bruce Wayne.
He's more Bruce Wayne than Batman. I can't say this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's more Bruce Wayne, but at the same time...
You say more Bruce Wayne than Batman?
Than Batman.
That's good, though. I liked it. Yeah. I like that. Okay, listen. We all love Batman, but he's really the only one with a true alter ego.
Yeah.
And I feel like for this movie, we got enough Bruce Wayne to appreciate Batman.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can agree with that.
I like that.
Yeah, so he did a good job. There were times when his character felt a little bit crazy to me. It felt like he was a little too aggressive, like he was too mad. He kind of had that angry old man syndrome sometimes.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's
that's true. I got that.
There's a few times about him, and you can tell that he was clearly supposed to be an older version of the Bruce Wayne we normally know.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, but
I can dig it.
Right.
I can dig it. I like this relationship with Alfred.
Right. Exactly. And based off the Frank Miller movie, bring off the Frank Miller story, it makes sense how he's kind of an older, angry, Bruce Wayne, because that's kind of.
I'm glad he wasn't that old. He's still young enough. He's early 40s. That's the vibe I get.
Mid to late 40s.
No, I didn't get a late.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't get the late 40s vibe. I got maybe he's 40, 41, 42, something like that.
But he sold it. He sold it, and he was very believable. Henry Cavill as Superman did a continuous, really good job. I have nothing really. He didn't do nothing stand out, nothing different. I thought his dialogue was perfect.
Which one?
Henry Cavill, like Superman.
I felt that it could have been better. Could have been a lot. I feel like we didn't get enough Clark Kent to appreciate that. Yeah,
but I don't think that's his fault though. They just didn't put him in there. When Clark Kent was in there, I felt like he was Clark Kent. Even when he was home. See, and that's what I loved about it. That's what I loved about it. You could tell he was Clark Kent that had to be Superman. He wasn't Superman that had to be Clark Kent.
That is, you know what that's a good point to me.
Right.
That's a good point to me.
So it's anytime he was in the scene as Clark Kent, you never felt like he was pretending. He was always Clark Kent. He just had to put on the mantle of Superman, whereas Bruce Wayne was always Batman, had to put on the mantle of Bruce Wayne.
That's true.
So you kind of felt that in this movie, and they did a good job of it. Yeah.
I can dig that. But let's talk about the main character concern going into this movie, which was Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman fucking rocked.
You know what?
She rocked.
Yes, she did.
Her acting was superb.
It was.
She actually really portrayed a Wonder Woman that I could see in an actual real world environment among people when she's not Wonder Woman. Diana, even though they never actually said her name.
They never said her name.
But Diana, the character, I could dig. Yeah. Diana was pretty fucking cool. For real.
She wasn't just a pretty face.
She was. She was fucking smart as shit.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
She was smart as shit. She bested Bruce Wayne
Hey, you spoiling. Don't spoil. Don't spoil it.
I'm just saying. They don't know what she did. I'm just saying.
Don't spoil it.
She. You gonna cut that part out?
I ain't cutting shit out. Well, I'm gonna have to cut it out now. But like,
okay, listen. All I'm trying to say is the main complaint I have with Wonder Woman is that there was not enough of her.
Right, man.
There was not enough Wonder Woman.
See, here's the thing. When she did fight, when there were times when she would fight, she did a really good job of like portraying the warrior that is Wonder Woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she was going in, and there was times she was laughing while she was fighting and stuff like that.
Oh, she this Wonder Woman enjoys battle.
She enjoys battle.
She enjoys a good fight. And I could dig that because that's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She doesn't actually know when to stop, when to quit.
Right. Okay. So next character I want to talk about is Lex Luthor, and I'm sorry, Lex Luthor just didn't do it for me at all. Like this new version of Lex Luthor was just weak. He was crazy. He had no real reason for doing what he like for a lot of things he did. So I don't know, man.
I can say I think they tried to go with appeasing people with name recognition when they cast him. There are other people that could have been cast as Lex Luthor and been a better Lex Luthor.
I never got the feel that he was the leader of any kind of corporation.
No,
you know what I mean. He was just like
he seemed like a kid with too much power.
For why? And they never show why.
They never explain his
where he get his. I don't know.
The order within LexCorp, like they never explained why did his father die and he inherited everything. That's the vibe I got. They never really went into it, but it always seemed as though he was a kid playing with fire, and he was just seeing what fire was gonna do. Right. You know, he didn't actually know what was going on. You know, there's a couple of scenes where he's actually trying to gain knowledge, and I can appreciate that. But it wasn't overall, it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough at all. And I felt like he was just a crazy lunatic. And the best villains are the ones you could believe in. And you couldn't believe in nothing he was doing.
No.
Nothing. Like seriously, nothing. Even if I was a bad guy, I'd be like, no, kill that dude. That dude don't.
There's a couple times I just wanted him to die.
Yeah, that's it. So. I mean, okay, so as far as the story goes, though, like, all right, so how do you feel about the overall story, though?
Man, I'm going to tell you, the pacing threw me off. Yeah. The pacing of this movie, it was not at all what I thought it was going to be.
I think this is the downfall of the movie. It didn't have the proper pacing. You didn't feel when you should have felt, and, you know, it didn't, by the time something actually happened, you were already exhausted from waiting on it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, the action... There was way more action in Man of Steel, which is, I don't understand how that's possible.
How that is possible.
How? Like, why were they trying to build up?
I
don't understand.
I don't know. Man of Steel had great pacing. Like,
Man of Steel was excellent. Yeah. I mean, it was an origin story, so you know we got a lot of flashbacks
But it had one linear way it was trying to go. With this one, I felt like it was like
this movie. It was like they were trying to do the unexpected, like. They had one job. Give us action. Give us a new understanding of this. I don't know. I actually
did want a story. I actually did want really good dialogue about like how he was going to handle the world's government.
But see, they never
even addressed that.
They didn't address it the way you think that they're going to address it. They didn't. It was a very big plot point, and it kind of went to the wayside as the movie went on.
So
and it was a banging ass plot point because it did not go the way we thought it was gonna go, and I can dig that. I like the punch, like what we thought it was building up to, and then it actually you know when it peaked, they had my attention. I was like, okay, well where's this about to go? And then this movie did itself a disservice and got away from it. Overall,
what you think? What's your rating overall?
My overall thoughts on the movie is it could have been better. All movies could be better. All movies can be better. No movie is perfect. But I feel like this movie did itself a disservice by not including more Wonder Woman, not finishing the storylines that actually captivated our experience. Yeah. You know, for so much of a movie to build towards a storyline, give it some type of definitive end, and I don't think we got that. The characters were spot on. I have zero complaints with the characters. Overall, if I had to give it a score from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 6.
That's being pretty fair.
I have to give Batman v Superman a 6.
Yeah, dude, that's, you know what, I'll say this. I blame the lack of everything that I don't like about this movie I blame the editor. Whoever the editor is, I think he should be fired and never edit a movie again in his life. Like, because there
were some weird transitions.
Yeah, weird transitions, and like the movie. Don't get me wrong, the movie and whoever allowed the editor to get away with this actually needs to be fired, because you gotta proof this stuff. But at the same time, you know, the cinematics were awesome, the characters were awesome, and the story it could have been good. That's what I'm saying. It has to be an editor, because the way it was cut and some of the shots you got, it just you didn't feel anything.
Right.
When I watched the movie, I felt nothing. I didn't feel any happiness, any joy, any sadness. It just felt like I was just experiencing something in front of my face. And that's the editor's fault, because he took something that had really good potential and he didn't put it together right. That's what I would say. So I give it a 5.5. I'm gonna go there.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's it. That's all I can say,
That's all
man.
I can say.
I would say go watch it just to for science purposes.
You have to
not for entertainment purposes.
you have to keep your own expectations in mind.
You do.
Like,
you do.
don't watch these videos and then, you know, going into, you know, a negative mindset, or, you know, bashing it mentally before you even watch it. I would have to say the smartest thing you can do is keep. If you like the video.
I mean, you know what? Please don't give us a thumbs down because of the movie. Because the movie deserves its own thumbs down. Like, I don't know what to feel.
The issue is we can't go into too much detail in this video. You have to stay tuned for the spoilers video. It's hard to review this film while keeping a lid on everything else. Okay. You have to see it for yourself.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe. My name is Lance Excalibur.
And I'm Lyndon, and I'm about to be a buzzkill for this.